Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel eddieinreadingland. My name is Eddie and today I'm bringing you my favorite depictions of the Hermit card. Okay guys, so let's see if we can start this over because last time that I did one of these was the strength card and I talked way too much about the strength because it's my favorite card in all of the deck. Especially the last card. I even did an additional video exclusively for the last card because that is my favorite card of all. But let's start with the Hermit. And today, I will have two honorable mentions and my top 3 favorite Hermits from the decks that I have. So the first one is going to be the Hermit from the Sephiroth Tarot by various artists. I'm gonna list them all down below because it was a group of people who designed this tarot, and I don't quite remember all of their names, so but I'll be sure to list them in the description down below. But as an honorable mention, I wanted you guys to see this Hermit card because I very much like the way that they drew this tarot. The tarot is incredibly beautiful and it is very soothing, and the cards look very smooth, and not only because it's actually smooth to the touch, because it's a matte finish, which I love, by the way. The cards just seem to spew this sense of calmness, and especially this Hermit, even though we can see that the Hermit is treading on a very difficult trail, I want to say, or maybe in a very difficult road. It feels to me that the Hermit is going up a mountain, especially because he is looking this way. I like the fact that we have the moon is present. I like the fact that it's the nighttime. It makes me feel like this Hermit is willing to go into this retreat, into this self-imposed isolation, for the better of his mental health, the better of his, probably also his physical health, and also his emotional health. I can see all of that over here. I very much like that the Hermit is using a staff to, aid himself to go forward, because even when the way gets rocky and gets harder, accepting assistance is a very good thing. It's something that I think that we should allow ourselves to do more. I also like the fact that we have this incredible lamp over here. It looks like, it almost looks like the Hermit has caged a star. And I like that for some reason. There's this sense of hope and illumination that this Hermit brings me, that it's very, again, it's very soothing, is very calming, it's silent. This Hermit seems to me incredibly silent. I love the fact that they decided to paint a scene inside this Hermit's robes or cape. It's so cool because it makes me think that this is the Hermit's past and he's treading along into the future, and that's something that resonates with me. When I started my tarot practice, I don't even know how many years ago, more than 14, probably more than 15 years ago, guys. I used to relate a lot to the Hermit because I was a very lonely and alone person. I'm still very aloof sometimes, but I do appreciate being alone and having time and spending time introspecting and learning about myself, and just trying to develop myself in the best way that I can. And I like this Hermit because it also actually looks like it's moving forward. My practice in daily practice is a lot about moving forward, and this Hermit really touches on that. The only reason why it's an honorable mention is because, and I've noticed with the other cards, that I tend to like more abstract representations of the Hermit, or more simplistic representations of the Hermit. With the next cards, it will become much more evident. Not that this is not a great piece of art. This is amazing. I love this card. It's beautiful. I also like the fact that we have an older person. It doesn't have to be a man, but I did notice that most of these cards are men, and just one of them, I'm not really sure if the person is actually even important in the card. But I digress. We'll look at that card a little later. I love this Hermit card, mostly because of how it makes me feel, versus what the symbology is transmitting to me. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, this is my first honorable mention for the Hermit card. And let's move on to the next one. Okay, let's see. And here we have the Hermit from the infamous Marielle Tarot. I just love the Marielle Tarot. I wish I was able to use it a lot more than I do. I really do, but there are feelings there that need to be taken care of, and I need to be in the right mental state for me to use this tarot. But oh my god, this Hermit card is just so inspiring. Again, it's so abstract. I love the numerous spirals in this artwork. It makes me very happy. Spirals are very important to me. I like spirals. Something about the constant flow, the constant ebb, and the constant what I mean is the constant push and pull that we are able to see on a spiral, this swirling of energy, and that it's still somehow organized as well. There's an order to a spiral. There's a numerological formula for spirals, and it's fascinating to me. Obviously, I don't know what the formula is. I can't even tell it to you guys. I know that there is one. But I am really bad at math. Any mathematics, I'm bad at. But regardless, this Hermit also makes me feel like this being, possibly a man, maybe, this older man, this elderly person, is moving forward. They're using the ocean to do so. And what really strikes me about this Hermit is the fact how calm, how still, how steady this Hermit is in this tumultuous wave. It's so cool. I wish I had that capability, and I don't have it. It's wishful thinking for me to look at this Hermit card. And oh, by the way, I'm drinking some protein. Yeah, I go to the gym. I work out, guys. But that is besides the point from this Hermit card. The symbology behind this Hermit card, and this is outside of what Marielle meant for the Hermit card, guys. This is me. The ocean is not only emotion, but it's either that deep feeling of emotions that we hide, and that striking, revealing, crashing feeling that we expose to others. And what this Hermit is transmitting me with this ocean is that, you can, whatever the situation, even if it's a situation where even more aggressive or negative reactions are definitely called for and would be normal, we are able to keep a level head, and we are able to retreat into ourselves, remain calm, remain silent, and then provide an answer to ourselves first and then try to give a solution to whatever is going on. That sort of feeling, that sort of symbology, it just resonates very well with me, because what I just explained is something that I've been trying to do for 36 years, and I still fail to do that. Even to this day, probably. But also, this hermit, I'm biased towards this hermit a little because it's wearing my favorite color, this very beautiful teal that I really love. It's so cool, and it's so expressive, this robe or this cape that this hermit is wearing. It makes me feel of having faith and being trustworthy with yourself, especially because, again, the hermit is all about introspection. To me, the hermit is about introspection. It's about taking a chance to isolate yourself and find a solution to whatever's going on with you at that particular moment, and then so that you're able to not only find a guide, and again we have this lantern over here, for yourself, but also offer it to others. And even down to the comets in the background, which, by the way, reminds me of the Hermit card from the Tarot. It is just an amazing piece of artwork, and I really, really like it. It's also very expressionistic and abstract, and apparently that's something that I like in the Hermit. But yeah, so that is the Hermit from the Mariel Tarot by Marie White, and let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this is the Hermit from the Lepus Tarot by Witchy Cauldron. This tarot is so surreal, and it's so, to me, even though this is based on hares and rabbits, it brings to mind Laplace's demon. Laplace's demon, to me, feels like it's a rabbit or a hare. It's a theory in determinism, and it's super complex, and it takes a lot of study. It's fascinating, but again, it's also a branch of mathematics that it's just nothing sticks here. But this hermit is, again, it's so surreal to me, because here we have this hare, this caped or robed hare, doing exactly what I think the other hermit from the Sephiroth Tarot is doing, and that is climbing up a mountain. This hare is literally doing that, and for some reason, that just feels like something that I like the hermit doing, like moving up towards something, or accomplishing some sort of goal, or I think the feeling is that the hermit walks so that the hermit can process whatever is going on at that precise moment with yourself, psychologically, emotionally, and that walk is an expression of wisdom, because when we walk, we are actually walking calms us down scientifically, and there's been research about this, that walking actually makes us feel really good. It helps us think, it helps us process, it helps with the thought process. So I think that's why I like walking hermits. It's a practice that I do when I'm upset. I actually go out and walk because it really does calm me down, and it actually helps me process. whatever issue that is going on at that moment. And I am very thankful for that habit. And this is exactly what this hermit is transmitting to me right now. Also, something that I love about this hermit is that we can see that it's dusk and night is coming. The night scene helps exacerbate that feeling of isolation, that silence, that moment of retreat that we need for ourselves without anybody there. So the night cloaks that feeling, and that's what I like. Love the fact that we can definitely see that the lantern it's illuminated, and it's also a guiding light. It serves as a guiding light, which is a usual representation and a usual symbol for the hermit. But the fact that we're not able to see this hermit's face, it's even more telling for me. I like it even more because it just exemplifies that moment that we need for ourselves, and that we shouldn't let anybody in. We shouldn't look at anybody as well. We need to look within. I think that's what it is. I like the symbology of looking within with this hermit and having its head or its face being covered by the hood. I also very much like that this hermit is also using help to get up the mountain. I'm not really sure what this staff is. Unfortunately, when you read the guidebook, it does give you... It's actually a really good guidebook for beginners for the tarot, but it doesn't really give you specific things from the art sometimes. And I wanted to know if this was something particular or something specific that was drawn for this hermit. But as I choose to interpret this staff with these pebbles over here, is that the hermit has used this string to tie the pebbles as it accomplishes things for itself, or at least that's how I'm choosing to read it. Again, I'm not really sure. And this staff with these accomplishments serves as experience, again, to not make the same mistake and to help you move forward. That's why I really, really like this hermit. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is a hand. This is a hand over here. This is another hand holding the staff. These are the hare's ears, and this is the cloak face of the hare. Now, again, I may be biased towards this hermit because it's also wearing teal, as you guys can see. And again, teal is my favorite color. It represents faith in myself. It represents trust in myself. It represents that confidence in myself. And I really like that. Teal is my favorite color. So there it is, guys. Really, really enjoy this very surreal, very abstract hermit that we're looking at. Okay, so number 2, let's move on. So number 2 is actually the Hermit from the Dream Vision Tarot by Emma Zhang. This hermit is just, again, I really enjoy this hermit. The fact that it's the night scene again, and the fact that the hermit is actually cloaked by the universe, it just makes it so much better. So I'm more biased today, or in my hermits, to aesthetics, let's say that. But it's just so interesting, the fact that the hermit is able to, have the universe at its disposal and get that knowledge and use it for itself, and not only that, but carry it with them on their journey. It's just so good. And this illuminated lamp over here just makes me think that this hermit is not retaining this information all by itself. It's actually, applying it and teaching it to others, spreading that knowledge, spreading that that need, that need, that importance that it is to take care of yourself, and that it is okay to take time for yourself and explore whatever it is that you need to explore at that moment. All of this I see in the Hermit card. Not to mention that this deck is just so good. So good. It's very dreamy. It's very, it does feel like a dreamscape. This deck, when especially when you use it, and especially reading for others, it there's this fog, there's this sense of mystery that this deck has, and it I can see it definitely here in the Hermit as well. So, you know, if you add the things that I like about the Hermit, and then you add a sense of dreaminess and a sense of mystery, that is just awesome and amazing. And actually, I'm sorry, this is not no, it is Emma. It is Emma saying. It is Emma saying. Yeah, of course it is Emma. Yeah, what am I saying? I was going to correct myself. No, but it is Emma. Yeah, sorry, Emma. I will be sure to leave her channel down below because I like her. She's really good. She's working on a Alice's Adventures in Wonderland tarot deck. And I'm really excited for it because I love her stuff. She's really good. So much so that my number one favorite Hermit is the Hermit card from The Dream of Nile Tarot by Emma Zhang. I don't know what it is about Emma, but she understands the Hermit the same way that I understand the Hermit. Especially exemplified on this Hermit over here. You can see that this is a desert landscape. You can see that it is nightfall, and actually it's night, but the dawn is coming. That is also very telling for me because there's this eureka moment that I experience, or people experience, when we're doing introspection, performing introspection in a healthy way, isolating ourselves so that we're able to process our issues and be a better person because of it. I feel like all of us need time for ourselves. You can't always have somebody there. You need to be comfortable with being alone, and I know that is uncomfortable for some people, but I know as well that you can learn to do that. And that is the feeling that I have from this Hermit. There is a need that this Hermit has, or had, to step away, go, guide themselves into another city or another world or another headspace, another space. We know that treading the desert is something very difficult. It doesn't have to be easy. It looks easy, but we know that it is difficult, and I like that difficulty being portrayed in this card because, again, it is hard for some of us to find that time for ourselves and introspect about our own problems and develop as people. Love the colors on this. I know that it's a very deep purple against a very bright white, but it totally works in this tiny bit of yellow. This very tiny bright yellow over here just does make me feel like there's a pull towards that Hermit that you can't stop seeing. And I really like that. Love the fact that we have the Virgo constellation over here, since the Hermit is the trump of Virgo. That's very nice. I like that symbology over here. It's awesome, amazing. I like the fact that there's dawn here in the horizon because, again, it's the eureka moment when you find out that that realization that you have, and that you're able to use to empower yourself and keep going on. I also see movement forward in this Hermit, which I love. I really love. But I think that the reason why I like this card more than any of the rest is because there's more importance in the feeling of what the Hermit exemplifies for me, or put in a different way, there's more emphasis in the lesson of the Hermit than on the Hermit himself. And that's why I really, really enjoy this depiction of the Hermit card. It's very simple. It's so simple, but it's so striking. It's so on point. And I think that Emma did a fantastic job with this Hermit, and obviously the past one, conveying emotion and feeling in art, especially a specific emotion. It's very difficult, and she did an amazing job. I'm really glad that I support her, and I'm really glad that she was able to create this beautiful Dream of Nile tarot. Not that the Dream Vision tarot is not beautiful as well, because it is. But yeah, I think that for me is more the feeling of the Hermit versus the Hermit itself. And yes, you can definitely see the symbology, the regular symbology of the Hermit. We still have the cloaked person with the lantern being guided through a path. But yes, it just warms my heart to look at this image. This is something that I practice as a developmental tool for myself. I do that. I do go and walk whenever I feel like I need to do that. I will do it, because it's better than reacting poorly to something that doesn't need that kind of reaction. That is why I like this Hermit card. But there you go, guys. That is my video for today. I hope that you guys like it. I want to know, what is your favorite Hermit card? Down in the comments below. Please let me know. I'll be happy to chat with you guys. But thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Bye, YouTube.